Hello, so today we're going to draw an anime head. Stay tuned. Anime, it's taking over the world, and I say let it. I mean, let's face it, the artwork, it's beautiful, it's expressive, and let's just face it, it's really fun to watch. So, I'm going to give you some tips and tricks on what you need to do to draw an anime head, but be warned, what I'm going to show you, you're not going to be able to unsee it once you see it. You'll be like watching stuff and go, oh my goodness, Philip was right, look at that. So what I'm going to be using today is I'm going to be using a pencil, a rubber obviously, a marker for marking down my inks, and I'm going to have just a few colors as well. So let's get started. Okay, first of all, let's start off by drawing a nice big wide circle, just like this. That's going to be the top of our head. Now we're going to put a line through the center of it, just like that. Now we're going to actually define the shapes of our actual head. So we're going to bring a line diagonal, bring it in, and same on this side, like this. And then we're going to bring a line to that center mark and a line back. Now this is going to be the first of one of those what moments. This point here is where the cheekbone is. So this line comes straight down and then it comes across. So it's almost in line with the jaw. So there's actually, sometimes they have a little indent, but usually this line here is very straight. There's no cheekbone. So that's our first what moment, and you'll see that every time you look at anime from now on. So what we're going to do now is we're going to put a line in the center here like this, but this is going to be more of our eyebrow line. And we're going to put another line down here, sort of in line with the bottom of the circle, and this is going to be the space where our eyes are going to go. But what we're going to do now, we're going to divide the head into thirds. So we need to put in two lines, 1 and 2. So we've got a column here, and a column here. This is the points where we're going to put in our eyes. So what we're going to do, draw a circle here, and a circle over here. Now it's okay if it goes close to the edge, that's fine. And you'll notice this space here is very wide, which is very important when you're drawing anime. So now let's start putting in some details for our eyes. So what we want to do is we'll want to have a nice thick line at the top. So make that line as nice and thick and bring it down along the line of our circle. And that's as much joining as we're going to do for the circles. This part here is going to get rubbed out and this part here is going to get rubbed. So the line actually doesn't join. And then we put a little line at the bottom, not as thick, along our circle for our eye. Now what we're going to do is we're going to put an arc up on either side. And now I'm going to put an oval over here because it's going to be sort of looking at us. Put a nice big sparkle at the top and then a little half circle up in the middle there. Just another circle down there. Now what I do is I put a little line for the fold of the eyelids, and let's put in a wedge to represent our eyebrow. So let's work on the other side now. So again, we put in our thicker line at the top, and you'll notice that this eye is probably a little bit narrower than this eye because of the angle of our head, which is very good, which is fine. And now put in our line to indicate the shape of the eye. Little line at the bottom, not as thick. Now we arc up again, and our eye pupil is over here. And I put in a curve sparkle in the same general position and same general position here. And now we put in our eyelid and our eyebrow with another nice wedge like that. Very good, looking nice, isn't it guys? Okay, so the nose. Sideways V. That's it, job done, nose is done, that easy. Okay, so now let's work on the mouth. Now with the mouth, you can do the mouth in all sorts of different ways. I'm gonna show you just a few right now. So we can do a smile, and we put in our line like that. Now I'm gonna put in some teeth. Little triangle at the bottom. Now what they do, sometimes that's for beast characters or monsters or vampires and stuff like that, but also they sometimes just put that in to indicate that the character is youthful, because the incisors usually stick out a little bit more when someone's growing. So that's the idea of why they put you'll see sometimes that there's little fangs in the side of the teeth, and you think, why do they have fangs? They don't need fangs. That's the reason why, just to indicate that it's a younger character. So that's one type of mouth. I'll rub that one out now. Now go easy with your lines too, guys, because we're going to be rubbing all of our pencil marks out. Yes, all of them. Another thing, if someone's yelling, they often have the mouth connected to the actual jaw itself. So we've got our jaw here, and the line is connected to that, which is not what physically we have. We have this chin here, but I know it's weird, but that's what they do, and it's interesting, and it's fun, and that's what it's all about. So that's one other way. And now what I'm going to do is just draw a plain mouth And this is something you may see or may not see, but you'll be seeing it from now on, that's for sure. What it is, come from one side and come in to the center, thicker on the edges. And on the other side, you do the same, but you do not join. So there's a little line in the middle there. And this is very indicative of anime drawing. So that there's a space here. I don't know why, they just do it, it's interesting. Hey, that's what we're drawing anime for, so let's do that. So there's a little space here. So it's sort of like this. Okay, so now let's start working on our hair. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna start putting in some nice curves, just in lots of different directions, but coming off the main curve like that. And don't be afraid to go over stuff. I'm going to put an ear over here, so just put a curve, like a C with a little curvy T in there, and bring that down to there. And this one, let's just bring it out all the way to the side here. We'll bring it up a little higher, put another kick up there, and we'll make it come to the point here. And this side the same, bring it out, bring it over there. So that's the basics of what the hair of our animal. So it's sort of like a solid shape that you put on your head, and it's basically you're just drawing the edges of the hair to give, and you've got lots of, it's usually spiky, pointy, even if it's like a smooth hair, the smooth hair is just straight, but it's just the edges of the hair that you're drawing. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to ink. So we'll start doing that, and I'll just fast forward that a little bit for us. So let's start inking. Okay, so what I've done here is I've colored in the eye so that you can see something very important as well. The top half of the eye is usually a darker color, and the bottom half of the eye is light color, but it's the same color. It's blue. It's blue, isn't it? But the top eye is blue and the bottom is light blue. But now, I said I was going to show you something that's going to blow your mind. This is the bit with the hair. Now you'll notice here, the hair is basically one shape. It's on the front. When you're drawing long hair, you'll still have hair at the front, you'll have the head, and then you'll have another bit at the back. It's almost like they're separate entities. You'll see when we do it right now. So what I'm talking about here is, say we're going to give this, let's make it a ponytail. So what we're going to do is going to put a little curve up here, and we're going to bring a nice S shape down here, and from about here, we're going to bring a nice S shape back as well, just a curve like that. Now you'll notice that we've got our hair at the front, which is separate to the hair at the back. Now this is the same no matter the hairstyle, if it's long hair. So let's ink that down now. And there we go. So let's rub it all out now. So there you go, guys. That's the basics of what you need to look for when you're drawing your anime head. So remember, the cheek is all the way down here. The eyes are wide apart and they're big circles and they don't connect on the sides. Mouth is a V. V, it's that simple. And the mouth, if you're drawing just a straight mouth, it doesn't join in the center, remember? And hair, the front is one entity, the back is another. Trust me, you watch anime from now on, you won't be able to unsee it. So there you go, guys, that's the basics on how to draw an anime head. So what's your favorite anime? Mine is In Another World with my smartphone. I just like it. It makes me feel good, it makes me feel happy, and that's the whole point. If it's making you feel happy, hey, that's doing its thing. So please leave a comment down below, let me know your favorite anime. I love to find new stuff, and if you guys can recommend stuff, I'd really appreciate that. Let's just share the community of what's good anime. Also, while you're down there, there's a like, subscribe, and bell button. Just, you know what to do. By the way, I want to mention too that I have my own comic. It's called Anti-Spy. It's awesome. Check it out. There's a link down below. Other than that, guys, hey, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. Cue the bloopers. I can't even say bloopers right. Cue the bloopers. Hi, my name is Philip, and welcome to Totally Amazing. So what's your favorite anime? Mine is In Another... Because I love to find new stuff, and if you guys think it's just... I'd really appreciate it. What?